Alright, today's Monday, first day of the week. We took one trade today and we lost it. But yesterday and today, I guess, is a big day. You know, with all the trade deals, China, uh, cutting prescription drug prices, just a lot of volatile news. Market opened like 1% last or yesterday at 5 when the future market opened, and then this was literally the trade news. I think from now on, if we're gonna have like big pre-market gap like this, we should just call it for the day. I've kind of seen it where it's just like not ideal for me to trade, and yeah, and also maybe just like Mondays in general. Like I don't really see good results on Mondays. Uh, yeah, every time I take in a trade on a Monday, it's just not good. And I think all these trades were probably like no news Mondays. Today was no news Monday. Let's see. Uh, the 14th and the 28th of last month. The 14th, yeah, that I don't really consider that news, but this is basically a no news Monday. This is not that impactful. The 28th, another no news Monday. Uh, yeah, another no news Monday today. Trump did speak though. Well, they actually updated it. It was not on here, but I literally just got finished watching this whole conference where they were talking about the pharmaceutical deals and how he signed the executive order. But yeah, maybe that's just a lesson learned. Honestly, tomorrow we have CPI, so might have to take the day off tomorrow too, depending on how that affects the market. Wednesday, no news. This day is crazy. Definitely, probably gonna take this day off too. And today probably shouldn't have been a trading day. I've said that for the past like 3 losses. And yeah, I just gotta learn. But it's fine. We traded our setup. We gotta. We have to be aware on conditions. You know, just because we see our setup play out, we can definitely avoid some losses. And yeah, probably should just have taken this day off with all the news. I'm definitely gonna take it in the future, like from this point on, because these are good setups in my opinion. Just gotta be aware of the conditions, man. That's why people preach all the time. Know what conditions you're in. These are very volatile and crazy conditions. I even didn't really want to trade because of the conditions. I don't like how, volatility can be good. It can result in good price action, but if it's like too crazy like this, it's just not high probable. And I'm gonna learn that and use that for the future. So you live and you learn. You make mistakes and you learn from them. You can't make mistakes and not learn from them. So yeah, let's get into the trade. Like I said, no news Monday. Market open, and yeah, we marked out all these key levels for potential take profits and areas where price would want to draw towards to. We took this trade off of an hourly fair value gap. On ES, we actually didn't hit this hourly fair value gap until a little later, while NQ we did, and which made us have it. Also, we had SMT, so there's that. And yeah, so my vision, since this was the non-lagging index, I wanted to take it on ES. I don't know, in my opinion, ES been moving way better for me, what I've been seeing, and that's why I took it on ES. But okay. So we got a confirmation confluence on the 5 minute breaker structure right here. After that, I was looking for some sort of retracement. We get this retracement into equilibrium from these lows to this high. And then this was our 5 minute retrace candle, 855. Yeah, so I scaled to the 1 minute to see for potential entries. We come down equilibrium. Was waiting for a breaker structure at first. So right here, we actually didn't break structure with this candle. You can see at this high, it is 5,827.50 cents. We made the equal on the close right there, 58.27.50. So we made equal like highs, if you want to say that. And so I guess you consider this a break of structure, but I mean that's a doji, bro. I'm not gonna realistically it could be considered a break of structure, but I'm not gonna consider that a break of structure. And then I guess we broke past that, but then we were expecting this gap, and for me to take a long, I want to see this gap to get invalidated first. And so we chop up a little bit into this, respect this fair value gap, and then make this move down, create a new low or a new high, and then we break structure with this. We still didn't get that invalidation. We finally get it with this candle I entered, and this is, I lose a lot like this where I don't know, I think I have a good entry, but it's really not a good entry, and price goes in our direction and then ends up stopping us out. I couldn't even count how many times I've seen a losing trade look like this, like just go up a little bit and then just straight down to the take, or straight down to our stop loss. I was liquidity today, but yeah. The overall setup and model, I mean it's my model, I took it. I would take the model itself every time, but you gotta factor in conditions, and yeah, these are conditions you don't really want to trade. We also create a 5 minute SMT. Yeah, we took this high out and we failed to do so on NQ. Immediately stopped out, ended up filling this hourly imbalance, and then we made some sort of displacement to the upside, and now it's not really, it's just kind of doing its thing. So definitely in the future I'm going to write this down in my notes. Potentially just take Mondays off in general, unless we see it absolutely like, I mean that's the thing though, I've seen my setup, but I guess you just really got to factor in conditions and what is probable conditions and what is not. And Mondays, especially no news, everyone knows it's not as probable. And when I first started out in trading, I was like, why are people so like obsessed with no news Mondays? Why do people like, are cautious on no news Mondays? If I see a setup, I'm gonna trade it. But I guess I understand it now, cause yeah, most of my losses come from Mondays and no news Mondays. So yeah, lesson to be learned. Like I said, the previous video, if I don't have a reason to trade, I don't want to trade. And I should have applied that today. So, yeah. Weekly outlook, already went through it, but pretty crazy week ahead. Shouldn't even have, honestly, should just have not I really wish I didn't take a trade today. It's easy to say that in hindsight after losing, but just got to be aware of conditions. I don't know. It's just a mistake to be learned from. I was potentially going to wait to see if we could potentially find another entry, but I'm going to call it for the day. Just got to get off the charts. Come back better. We lost today, but it makes us that much closer to a win. So that's how I'm going to look at it, and I'm going to move on and just, yeah, forget about it. Least probable day. Yeah, Mondays are not my friend. But we're going to be back better and stronger. So, yeah, that's it for me. Anything else I'm forgetting? I don't think so. Oh, yeah. I almost forgot. So, take profits and stop losses. Predefined the risk today. Was willing to risk about 575 to 600. This stop loss was actually at a $600 loss, but you know, we got saved. Ended up with a lesser loss than we thought we were gonna lose. So take profits. We're based on first TP, which is based on this pre-market high, because it was the most recent high we could potentially see price reverse off of. That gave us about a 1 to 1.13. Next TP was based on these hourly highs, because this was a high time frame trade. Next was TP3 was based on this Fibonacci tool, and also the last one. I was planning on take off 3 right here, or I went in with 7 contracts. Went in with 7 contracts, or I lied. Went in with 10 and then scaled down to 7 contracts, 7 micros, and I was gonna take less than 50% off right here, and then to have 4 more runners. So 1 right here, 1 right here, 1 right here, 1 right here. So stop loss was based Jesus. our stop loss was under equilibrium. That's what our trade was based on. We took this trade off of equilibrium, so this is where our trade would be invalidated. And yeah, stopped out. That's it. That was pretty sure that's everything. Come back better and stronger tomorrow. And yeah, God bless.